confirmed that the State Department's aware that his health is deteriorating.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any plans, or is there a discussion about sending a high-level official to try and negotiate his release, as many of his supporters are calling for?
I don't have any information about any such plans at this time.
Are you aware of this interview that he apparently did, Mr. Bae?
With what media? I'm
I
not.
believe it was with the South Korean newspaper Chosun Ilbo, in which it was
A new interview?
quoted in the New York Times, I think.
I'm not aware of a new interview. There may be one. I just haven't
in the
seen
interview, he asked the U.S. government to send a high-level official to help him out. Are you willing to consider something like that?
Again, I don't have any plans or anything
I'm
to
not
announce
asking if you
at
have
this
your
point.
plans. I'm asking if this is something the administration would consider.
I'm not going to venture a guess as to
Why
whether
don't
that's
you-
something we would consider.
Why don't you just say you don't know? Is that correct?
I say things for a reason, Matt. I may or may
Do
not
you-
know. I'm not
do
going
you
to
know?
venture a guess about whether we are considering sending a high-level person to help with his release. We've been clear that the North Korean government needs to grant an amnesty and release him immediately.
Yeah.
We've also been in touch with his family. We've been in touch with the Embassy of Sweden, who's the one meeting with him.
Are you aware of the suggestion or the request, other than the question that Dana asked and I just asked?
I mean, I know this is an issue that's from time to time come up surrounding his case. Yes, we've talked about it in here before.
And I might be wrong, but I believe like even Bill Richardson said that if this had been a Korean American woman or just an American, not Korean American, that the question of a high-level official would probably be more of an issue. I mean, are these?
I'm
are
not
these
going to
issues that
comment
have
on
come up?
Governor Richardson's statement there. I will say that clearly this is in a situation we care very deeply about. That's why we've made it clear that the North Korean government needs to immediately grant him amnesty and release him. That's why we've been in touch with the Embassy of Sweden, who's the one who's been able to meet with him in Pyongyang. So I think our position on this is very clear. Our concern about this is very clear. If I have anything to announce about the potential for high-level travel or any of these things that we've talked about here, I will endeavor to do so.
All right. The question
Nothing
is,
at this time.
The question is not any kind of an announcement. The question is just whether you would be open to the idea of sending someone over to I don't know, talk with the North Koreans to facilitate his release. It's not a question about an announcement or anything. It is a question of whether you are willing to consider it.
I think we're
and
willing
if you
to
don't know,
consider-
that's fine. You are willing to consider it.
I think
Okay.
we're willing to consider a number of different options to secure his release. But again, it's not the onus is on the North Korean government to do so.
All right.